Hey guys, I'm here to show you the NFT Handshake software and bidding bot. I'm here to show how it works, a little brief overview of the features, and just a little introduction in general to the software. Don't feel bad if there's something that doesn't really make sense to you right now. I'm not going to deep dive on anything. So there will be tutorials through our academy and just available for everyone so that you can actually learn how to use the software in depth. This is just an introduction. Right now, I'm going to show you how our dashboard looks. Our software is a little bit different than most other bots. Usually, you're required to download some kind of file and install it on your desktop, but we actually have it all powered into our dashboard, which runs on dedicated servers and proxies. You will actually have your own dedicated server if you subscribe to our services, which has zero connection or database sharing with anyone else. We've done that for maximum security and just to make sure that you can run without being interrupted in any way. The other thing is you can run this 24/7. You don't need to have your desktop turned on. You don't need to worry about your internet cutting out or anything like that. This is a secure place. You can log in whenever you want to and just monitor your bidding and adjust from there. So this dashboard we're seeing right here is actually a collections overview page, as you can see. There are several collections in here from Opensea that I've scraped. This is just stuff scraped in the past. But obviously, when you start up, it's going to be all empty. I'm just going to quickly show you how that works. You can click here and add any new collections. And it doesn't really matter which one it is. As long as it's on OpenSea, you can just paste in the URL of the collection. You can paste in 10, you can paste in 1. You can save them back. And basically, our software is going to start scraping these collections straight away. It's going to scrape the tokens, the floor prices, the rarity status. This is actually a custom setup we have where we scrape the rarity from rarity.tools, which is a really, really nice feature. I don't think I've ever seen that before in a setup like this. And also the floor prices of every rarity range. It could be, say, top 100, top 200, top 300, and so on. And I'm going to go into that a little bit later. But for now, just know that it's scraping tokens. That's the first part of any software for bidding honestly. You need to scrape the tokens. But we have done that automatically. You don't need to open a file and paste it into another folder and all that stuff that some of you butters out there might have done in the past. It just sets you up for mistakes, pasting in the wrong tokens in the wrong folders. I've done that myself. And honestly, that's why I've come up with software that we see here today, just trying to make something that's a lot better and it's more secure and makes it possible to run it without making any mistakes. So it's scraping right now. It's going to take a few minutes. Then it's done with the tokens. Then it will do the rarity status. And it will do the floor prices as well. Then there are certain features in here. You can see the collections. We can do one that's done here. You can see all the tokens. You can export them. You can do whatever you want. Or you can just, I never exported since I have the dashboard now. I can just run everything in here. You can see the rarity status. So you can see this was updated 14 hours ago. You can just update it manually if you want to, and it will do that. And you can see the floor prices for top 50, from 51 to 100 and so on. You can see how it goes down based on that. And it's really, really, really key for a certain strategy we use where we bid about 60, 70% off the floor price for each range. And that has just given me amazing results. A lot of accepted bids, a lot of win-ins, and huge flips. Sometimes can be 3-4 Ethereum flips when you do this really well. So this is really nice, but I will get into that later just to show you that it works with the rarity status from rarity.tools. Once you scrape your collections, it will do this on the back end. You don't have to worry about it. But once it's done, you can go into bidding. And in here, you can launch any bids you want. Now, there's a lot of bids in here that I've just launched in the past for testing or running my own stuff. But I'll show you quickly how to launch it. The cool thing about our software is it can scale crazy. You can do up to about, I think, 250,000 bits a day right now if you're in the gold tier package. And theoretically, we can scale to 10 times that if we wanted to. We are really just waiting to see the demand of our users. And if there is a demand, we're just going to scale that up as well. If you're into botting, you already know there's a limit, the 1000x of your balance limit. That's going to be the biggest limitation in your bidding right now. So sometimes it doesn't make sense to scale up the velocity of your bids and stuff like that. But if you want to launch a new bid, it's really easy. You go in and add new bid and you set it up in here. We can launch bids on crypto checks here. We pick our wallet that have enabled in here already. And I can set any price. So we have set it up so you can do a floor price and a ceiling price. So this is a range. It could be from 1 Ethereum to 2 Ethereum. And basically what it does is when you do this, it will bid as a standard. This is the default bid. But if anyone has a higher bid than that, it will outbid that highest bid up to a cap of 2 Ethereum. So your ceiling right here. This is really useful because you don't want to bid a default bid. You don't want to bid 2 Ethereum by default. Perhaps you might say like 1 is a fair offer, but I'm willing to go as high as 2 Ethereum. So the ranges really give flexibility and allows you to actually get more accepted bids and more bids listed on all the tokens as well. So I'll just set up something for testing purposes here. And then the bid step is really how much you want to outbid someone. So let's say somebody has a bid of 0.11. Maybe I want to outbid that because my ceiling is 0.2. So I have a bid step of 0.001, meaning that I will outbid this with this amount, right? So the bid is going to be a little bit higher. Expiration time is how long you want the bid to last. Usually you want to keep that kind of low because the floor price can change up and down. And so you don't want to keep this for days on. This is in hours, by the way. So 1 means 1 hour. But there's complete flexibility in the expiration time here as well. This is a bigger feature here that I'm going to go through now. You can bid by rarity or you can bid by token. Bidding by rarity means that you're basically going to bid on a range. It could be the top 100 rarest in the collection. And if you wanted to do that, you just write 1 to 100, and that basically means you're bidding on the rarest in collection up to 100. Very easy like that. You can also open up here. You can see the rarity ranges. You can see that for the top 100, the floor is about 9 or 9.9. And so what people are listing it at directly in here. So this is really, really useful. You can see that one of my favorite strategies is bidding, 60% under the floor price of every range. And I get so many accepted bids, and I'm able to flip it at 95% of the floor price or even the full floor price. And it's really, really a great strategy. So this is really useful. This is only available in the gold tier package since it's extremely intensive in terms of the scrapers we need to have on the back end to allow for this. But it's a feature for people that are willing to really take their bidding to the next level and really go above and beyond. It's my favorite bidding strategy, and I really like it. Another strategy I love, obviously, is just to bid by token. So it's like bidding the same amount for every single token. You might want to do that if you're looking to bid under the floor price of the entire collection. So like that could be, for example, right here, the floor price is 9.75 on Will It Women. And you might be bidding something like 8 Ethereum, so under the floor price, and hope somebody wants to get out quickly. And usually my strategy for that is just going in here, activity, under bids, and I'm looking at what people are bidding. And we can see here that people are bidding around 6, 6.5, and then there's some that are bidding more. Perhaps that's for a rare one, but otherwise it's like 6 to 6.5. So in that case, they are bidding under the floor in hopes somebody wants to get out quickly, and then they're just relisting it at the floor price. That's a very common strategy. It's probably the most common of all. It doesn't really take any skill, but it's one that's consistent. And if you're consistently setting up these bids, you are going to profit a lot, and you should be able to make really, really good wins with it. So with that, you basically find out how many tokens are in the collection. In the case of World Women, there's 10,000. I think it's the same for crypto chicks. So you could say, I want to bid on all 10,000. So that's 1 to 10,000. Or you could say, you know what, my wallet is not that big. I only have, 10 Ethereum in there, and I want to spend a lot. So I'm only going to be bidding, on 2,000 tokens. Actually, that's a really good strategy. You might do that for a variety of reasons, but I like to run this strategy as well because it's so easy and doesn't really require me to think a lot as well. So two really good strategies there. You could also say like there's specific tokens that you really want to be using or bidding on. So like you could actually look them up and say, I only want to bid on these 5 right here or these 4, whatever you're looking at, and you could do that as well. But I guess there's not that many cases where that's the case, but you can do it if you want to. Expected sales price. Now, this is a little bit weird for some people, but we put it in there because we want you to think about what you're doing when you're bidding. It's actually a lot of money you're bidding. And if you mistakenly put in your sales price here instead of what you want to bid, then you're going to take a big loss because somebody's going to accept that bid straight away. So expected sales price is forcing you to think about what I'm going to sell this at, and obviously you want to sell that at a higher price than what you're bidding. So just an easy way for you to prevent making a mistake that will cost you a lot of money, right? So let's say we're going to set up this bid. I'm going to go from 1 to 1,000. I'm going to be bidding this low amount here. I'm expecting to sell it for this. And I'm just going to click save and back. So now the bid is set up. It's going to take about 15 minutes to run 1,000 bids. And we could scale this up. I think this our smallest package, the bronze tier, it has 4 threads. So we could set up that right now. I'm going to so it already has a lot of settings because it remembers what I did the last time. So now I'm going to set up the next one, and there we go. Now we got 2 threads set up, and we're going to do 2 more. Really easy. Set everything up again, same prices, and now we're going to go from 2001 to 3,000. Got 3 threads set up here. So basically we're pumping out 3,000 bids in 50 minutes, right? And we could just keep going like this. We can really scale up, and then let's set up another one. So 3,001 to 4,000. Same bid strategy as before, 1.6. There we go. So we got 4 threads setting up now, 4,000 bids in 50 minutes. And if we go into our account here, we can see that the bids should be coming in hot. Let's see here. Let's see in our logs as well, because we, oh yeah, sorry. So I actually set this up incorrectly. It says price is too high. This is because I told the bot to skip if I don't have the highest bid, right? So that makes sense. So this is actually great because we can fix that mistake straight away, and I can show you how to do that fast. So we set up these bids, but we set it up to ignore bidding if we didn't have the highest bid. And our ceiling is very low, and this is just like a test number, whatever. It's way too low to win anything here. So what we can do is we can stop them all. There's a really great example actually to show you what you have to do. So I'm going to stop them all again. There we go. I'm going to relaunch them again now, fixing my mistake. So this is a cool feature. You can click rebidding right here, and it will relaunch everything really fast if you want to. And I'm going to disable outbid function. And that means it will bid no matter what. Like it's not going to take into consideration if I have the highest bid on the listing or not. So it's just going to launch them regardless, right? So basically, that's all I have to do, and it will relaunch now. So that one has been relaunched. Let's go in and do the other ones as well. Disable. Save them back. And we'll do this on the last 2 here. So I love this feature, and I had to put it in here because I hate setting up bids. Again, I'm doing that all the time with my old setup. and I just want to be able to do it really quickly. So I can just click one button and it will remember all my settings, and I can just relaunch it again. I could say, okay, the floor price has changed a bit, so I'm going to lower my bid a little bit, boom, and then set it up again. That's it. It will take 1 second basically. So it's all set up again, and now it has the right feature. So if we go in here, we can see now the bids are coming out hot. We're bidding so freaking fast that Opensea cannot even update fast enough to see how our bids are going, but they're pumping in hard. And when we go into a listing as well, we see we don't have the highest bid because I put it to ignore the highest bid. So that's what we're seeing right here, but I'm just putting it out there. And yeah, it's coming in hot and really easy to set up, really easy to use. As I said, well, I can always check my logs if something is going wrong. If it's not bidding, I can check it in here fast and see what's going on. And this is a really nice real-time feature that we have for logs as well. Other than that, there's not much else to say right now. There are, obviously you can put in your wallet here. We put it in a way that once you put in your information, it's locked and it's invisible. You can't see your seed phrase or anything like that. If somebody were to log into your account, not yourself, they won't be able to see any information that is private. They can only delete the wallet. That's the only thing they can do. This is for your own security and will really help you a lot. But you can add in tons of wallets, which I definitely recommend to spread out your bits on multiple accounts. You can add in whatever 5 or 10 in here. And under profile, you can also add in your old password, new confirm, and also limit your wallet to a single collection. So if you have 10 wallets, you might want to say, well, for my own security, for my own protection, I'm going to limit each wallet to only allowed to bid on one single collection at any given time. That means that you're spreading out your bids on multiple wallets. And if you're making a mistake, then it's going to be limited to that wallet. This is in a contrast to having, let's say 20, 30, 40 Ethereum in one wallet. And then you're basically, you made a mistake and everyone's starting to accept your bids, and, you win tons of NFTs, but you're winning it at a too high price. Then, you probably made a mistake in what you typed or something. So I'd always recommend spreading out your bids in multiple wallets, and that way kind of protecting yourself, right? In the meantime, we can see here that 2 collections we put in. While I set up bids for Crypto Chicks, they've just been scraping on the back, not really interfering with anything. It's done with the token. I did that 30 minutes ago for Team. And now it's scraping rarity status. And that takes a little bit longer because we set up bots, scrapers to run through all the rarity status IDs and all that stuff. It takes a long time. It's a lot of resources. But in the gold tier, you have 2 threads for this single purpose. And you can bid while you're doing it. So there's no problem at all. When you have the gold tier, you have 12 threads, so we could run 12 instances right here, and you could just do you could do one collection, and you could bid on 10,000 tokens in like 20, 30 minutes, which would be really fast. Or you could say I'm bidding on 5, 10, 20 different collections at the same time. It's really up to you. So this is the NFT Handshake software, all dashboard controlled. We have a GitHub page here where you can see more features. As I said here, no reason to install anything on your desktop or anything like that. There's a bit of feature. You can see that as well as screenshots. There will be a video here as well, the one that I'm recording now, actually. The last thing I want to show you guys is our roadmap, which I'm really, really excited about. So the features you see right now, it's all part of a subscription, ranging from 1 Ethereum a month up to about 2 Ethereum, I believe. And you can see in here features we are already working on to implement. There's some really crazy stuff here, like never seen before. The ability to list your NFT directly in the dashboard, no need to like log into Opensea or anything like that. Getting notified when you win an NFT through Telegram, Discord, WhatsApp, or email. This one is huge. I cannot tell you how many times I've won an NFT, but then I've been out, having dinner or doing something else. And in the meantime, the floor price has dropped And so when I list my NFT that I just won, either I'm not profitable anymore, or I'm not as profitable as I could be. So having the ability to get notified, that's really huge. One day you're also going to be able to have mobile integration. So when you get notified, you can just access the app on your phone, list the NFT straight away, and you don't have to access your computer to do the flip, which is just crazy and an amazing way to trade as well. We are also going to be doing something called min-max profit bidding. This is where you just indicate the lowest amount of profit you want to have in Ethereum and the maximum. This is really helpful because floor prices change up and down. But with this strategy, we will update floor prices in real time as they do, and you and the bot will just change the bids accordingly according to your preferred minimum profit and maximum. So this is just going to give flexibility and really set us up for another feature I'm really excited about, which is permanent based collection bidding. You can put in any collection you want. Let's say you want to lock down crypto chicks and you want to keep bids up at all times. Then we can really there'll be a feature in here to basically just click launch permanent bidding, and it will keep up bids on every single token, and it will try to have the highest bid on all tokens according to your min and max profit, right? So if it's not profitable to have the highest bid, it will skip it. But as long as there's profit to be made according to your own settings, then it will keep up bidding. And it also sets us up for another really cool feature, which is the counter bidding monitoring. So once you set up your permanent collections, you can turn on counter bidding, which means that it will outbid anyone that outbids you instantly, as long as your min max profit is being respected. So that's another really cool feature. Now I could keep going on a lot with this at all given times. Another cool feature that I've also really excited about is that we can notify you as soon as one of your bids is unprofitable, should this person accept it. And this can give you a warning to go into your account and do a quick swap from wrapped Ethereum to ETH, which means that you can then get your bids canceled and avoid being, avoid getting a losing trade in. So that's really a cool feature. I cannot tell you how many times I've also been kind of too aggressive with my bids, and if I had someone notify me that I'm running into the danger zone, I would have just quick swap really easily. But this is just going to help you so much with that. Anyway, guys, been talking way too much, but this is our software. There will be a link to a Discord server really soon where we're going to take in founding members. These founding members will have a lifetime discount and other perks that will be really that'll be awesome, and basically give you a lot of things that no one else will have. We'll limit this to 20 members, and we already have some people signed up privately that have just shown software too, so it's going to really sell out quickly. But yeah, let us know on Discord or Twitter if you are interested, and yeah, we look forward to working with you and taking this to the next level.